What's up, everybody? Rob here. So this is just a quick off-the-cuff video. I'm not doing this scripted at all. It's just going to be a combination of me ranting and talking about things in general. It's going to be horribly politically incorrect. So if you're offended by that, just be prepared, and maybe this isn't the video for you. But you should totally watch anyway, because I care not from whence the views come, only that they do. Any case, I'm going to be talking about the coronavirus as well as some channel announcements at the end. So if you want to know what's going on with this channel, just, stay tuned for that. Any case, in case you've been living under a rock for the past, couple months, you're probably very lucky and you're doing some very good social distancing. But beyond that, there is a global pandemic of the coronavirus, which is, let's just say it's very similar to the flu, but it's not the flu. It's more deadly, but other people saying it's not. Look, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I'm not a virologist or I'm not a doctor by any stretch of the imagination, so I don't really know how serious this could or could not be. The point is, though, that we are facing a global pandemic. Things are quarantined left, right, and center. Now, normally this would be, if I was quarantined, I would be putting out videos much more rapidly than I have been. Except I'm not quarantined because I work in essential businesses. Basically, I work in a grocery store. So that means plenty of overtime, which means lots of money for me, but also at the same time, it means I'm exposed to all of you non-hand-washing idiots out there. Yes, you know who you are. So just to give a little bit of updates by me, first off, I am perfectly fine. I've not been infected by this at all, and none of my family members or anybody associated with me. I don't know anybody who has been affected, though I can't say I'm quite in ground zero of the epidemic, but I'm right outside New York City, New York City is getting pounded pretty badly, and the next county over in New Jersey is getting pounded pretty badly too. Teaneck, I think, is the worst right now. They have close to 800 cases. I don't know. I haven't looked it up recently because it's kind of depressing and kind of frightening. But over by me, I think there have been 3 or 4 confirmed in the city that I live in, and again, nobody that I know of. So I'm not totally worried. But again, I am working in a grocery store, so I'm exposed to all of you panic buying people. So as far as the shelves and everything going on in the grocery store there, it's been absolute chaos and disaster, which is part of the reason why I haven't been putting out videos as fast as I would like to, mostly because, I have to, make up for everybody having to buy 7 or 8 gallons of milk. And I'm not joking. People would just be grabbing armfuls of the stuff. It's like, guys, it's not the end of the world, really. I can see if this was the Black Death where a third of the population is dead. Okay, yeah, I can see a little bit of panicking there. But first off, it's a little too late for that. Second off, if everything does shut down, in your refrigerator, civilization collapses, milk's not really going to help you. That stuff is pretty perishable. And, yeah, supply chains are still open. Everything's still open. I just pulled in last night 18 pallets worth of stuff just for the dairy department. So we're not running out of food. Stop panic buying. It's not necessary, and you're making things more difficult for the rest of us. And though I have to say things have been calming down the past couple of days, I think people are just overstuffed. They're just running out of room to put things, or possibly because there are curfews in effect, and I do work the evening shift, a 3 p.m. to 11:30 midnight shift. So by that time, a lot of people are probably locking themselves in their houses, as if the virus only comes out at night, which apparently it's a vampire virus, or it doesn't come out at night. It's a reverse vampire virus or something. I don't know what's going on. The point is that everything is stupid, and basically people are more than happy to contribute to this stuff. Oh, and if you're going to wear a mask in public, can you at least wear the mask properly? I mean, I don't know how many people have the masks, those medical masks on, and they're below their noses so that their nostrils are completely exposed. Do you know how these things work? Do you not know how, germ theory happens? And, yeah, stupid people all the way around. So I haven't been putting out videos as quickly as I would have liked. However, I do have a number of them planned out, and I'll get to that at the end. There is a history one coming out in the next, eventually. Again, depends on how my schedule is. Hopefully in the next week or so, but who knows. And it's going to be pretty extensive, but whatever. Any case, as far as this whole coronavirus thing goes, it's more. Some people are going one extreme, saying it's just the flu, it's no big deal, let's not do anything. Other people are saying that it's the end of the world, quarantine everybody and everything. It's it's the bubonic plague all over again. I think the response is somewhere in the middle. Wash your hands, be a little more conscious. Don't go out if you don't have to. Yeah, maybe shut down or quarantine certain areas, fine. But to shut down basically the entire world has ground to a halt. The entire world is ground to a halt because of this. And I think that's a little bit unnecessary. It's not that bad. It's not really that bad. It sucks, but it doesn't suck quite so badly as they're making it out here. And yeah, we just simply really, if nothing else, we at the end of all this, we need to really rethink our relationship with China as a nation. I mean, they've been producing something like some obscene amount of our like 90, I think I read somewhere like 90% of our medical supplies are manufactured in China. Does anybody not see any particular problems with that? China is not an ally of ours. They are not our friends. We just get cheap stuff from them and they get our money and they collect on our debt. So really, like, it's not like we're exactly on the best of terms with them. They're a bunch of commies. They are a bunch of communists, and to just you basically have the entire world shut down because China can't control itself. And first of all, who eats bat soup? Who eats a bat? You have so many different like animals to choose from. Who voluntarily chooses to eat a bat? And then second off, once you and before you get any further, first off, that's not a racist thing. That's you're eating a bat thing. And second off, and I know some people are gonna say, oh well, what about like people eat in America? They eat weird things like they eat squirrel and they eat alligator. Look, when alligator stew causes a global pandemic, we'll talk. Okay, until then, China, bats. What are you thinking? And those live meat markets they have, they're absolutely disgusting. And I'm surprised the global outbreak like this didn't happen sooner. But then we've had indications that China knew about this as early as November, tried to cover it up as much as possible. They did stuff like evil stuff, like welding people in their homes so that they couldn't get out and just dragging out the bodies later after they died. All kinds of other horrible things. Didn't tell the rest of the world what's going on because they didn't want to lose face in front of the rest of the planet. And basically, by the time the rest of the world found out about it, it was too late to do anything. And it's just utterly, it's stupid beyond belief. I mean, like seriously, like we need to really bring back manufacturing back to the U.S. or at least a country that's not completely evil like them. And I have a lot of other reasons I can complain about China, specifically just, the fact that they're communists. And I despise communism probably more than any other single ideology. And before they, what about fascism? Fascism and communism, and it's all like they're variants on the same retarded theme. So it just, the fact that we get like 90% of our medical supplies from them, just wrong. That is just absolutely wrong. And we need to do something about that. And there better be a reckoning for this. But I figure our leaders are too weak to do anything about it, and the average person's too sheep-like to actually demand any change to happen. But whatever. So honestly, I don't know how long this whole thing is going to last. It's been a couple weeks. I think like 2 or 3 weeks, things are going to be starting to clear up over here. We are having much better testing than Italy. I don't know what's going on over in Italy, how bad things are, but we're not going to experience anything quite as bad as them. I don't know why it's bad over there. I think they have an older population than we do, and that's a contributing factor. But I think we have it could have been, a response could have been better. But yeah, again, hindsight is 2020. So how much of this is, could we have had a better response versus like what was the best course of action given the available information at the time? I don't know. Probably shut down the borders sooner. I mean, I love this. All the vapid celebrities coming out there. They're all singing Imagine. I got like 20 seconds into that. I'm like, I can't watch this anymore. But they're singing Imagine. And you got the line there, I imagine there's no countries. Like, guys, open borders are what caused this problem to begin with. Like, we want countries. We want borders. We want to restrict some movement of some people. Yeah, it's politically incorrect to say it, but you know what? Open borders has caused this mess. Like, your globalist ideology is the root cause of all of this sort of stuff. Okay? Maybe not the best plan. So yeah, I'm just going to stop there before I go on ranting and I get well, I would say I would get demonetized, except my channel already is not monetized because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, and you guys can totally help that by hitting the subscribe button right there. Just help me out here a little bit. But in any case, yeah, before they probably like take my channel down or ban this video or something like that, I'm just going to stop right there. Anyway, so that's just it for Corona. To sum it up, people are stupid. People are buying stuff like they're stupid. China is stupid. China handled this in a very stupid way. Globalism is stupid. I'm all for international trade and, exchange between nations and all that stuff. Immigration, fine. But, like, we really need to lock this stuff down. Basically, everything is stupid. As far as future videos are concerned, I am working on a history-related one. It's going to be one related to early modern warfare. It's going to be continuation. And it's a pretty important one, I'm going to have to say. It's about a crazy Swedish dude, so that should be a pretty big hint. Der Lehrer aus Mitternacht kommt. I'm sure my high school German just screwed up there, but yeah, it should be pretty big, so I got to make sure I get that one right. And again, with the new computer, it might take a while. I might do another, like, off the cuff video here and there just to hold you over. But I am working on that, and I'm also thinking. Leave a comment below, see what you think about this. I'm thinking about doing. Most of my videos have been brief introductions to and just like basic overviews of things. Something like a very long form. Think of like I think something involving the American Civil War, perhaps the Battle of Gettysburg, and I just go into it like a multi-part, like a 5, 6, 7 part, like 45-minute long each video, like long form, inspired very heavily by Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, just breaking down the battle very, very precisely, like in extreme detail, like basically the exact opposite of what I've been doing. Also partially inspired too by Arch Warhammer's Siege of Vrax series, which I just finished fairly recently. So, just like breaking down the Battle of Gettysburg, and then that as a test, I'm thinking about using that as a test for doing a very long series on the 30 Years War, where again I go into like extreme detail, not like a brief over like 20 or 30 years war in 30 years war in 30 minutes. No, this is gonna be like 7 hours long total, like when I'm all done with it. I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. Maybe, and if I do, that's going to take a long time to do, and it's going to a long time coming. There's going to be other videos I'm going to be making along the way too, so smaller videos and introductions too, and just other stuff as well. So it's not going to be only that, but what do you guys think? Would you be up to seeing that or not? Leave a comment below, and also leave a comment below about your opinion about the coronavirus, the whole situation within the world, globalization, China, hoarding food, whatever it is you feel is appropriate. Leave the comment below for that. And that's pretty much all I have to say here. So I actually toned it down because I can go on very long vitriolic rants about communism and communist China, and like seriously, who eats a freaking bat, people? Any case, so yeah, that's pretty much it there. Any case, please hit the like and subscribe button. More videos coming out whenever I have the time to do so. And so please hit that like and subscribe button, and have a good day, or don't have a good day. You're adults, have any kind of day you want. See you later, and wash your hands.